So recently I made a video that basically was confirming that the Batman, in of course the Batman movie, is not going to be killing, or at least the director and the actor both acknowledge the fact that Batman has a no killing rule. The comics that are basing, this movie are basically the comics that this movie is based off of is, they're both comics, or at least a lot of them are comics or media that shows Batman not killing, and actually acknowledging that he's not a killer. Like year one, he's literally, the first fight that he has, he's literally saying, I'm no killer. And then of course in Batman Ego, he literally has a discussion with like a bat demon about being not, like saying like, you can't kill, dude. Like it's kind of weird, but there is that sense of Batman not killing in those comics. And the video that I posted, there's a lot of comments saying, oh, Batman kills, I like the Batman that kills. And it's just like, it's such a sad thing considering the history of the Batman, because yeah, Batman has killed before in the comics, right? But the interesting character of the Batman comes from him not killing and acknowledging that he doesn't kill and almost crossing that line. He doesn't become interesting because he kills. He becomes interesting because he has that internal conflict of trying to not kill. So as much as I love the Batman 1989 movie, as much as I love the Nolan movies, as much as I even love BVS, I might not think it's the best movie ever, but I enjoy BVS. As much as I love those movies, there's a dirty stain that each of those directors have left on this character that, has misconcepted a lot of fucking people into believing that this character should just murder everybody. And it's like such a sad thing to see, because there's a lot more complexity to this character if he doesn't do that. And even in the Dark Knight trilogy, I mean, there is a big emphasis on the no kill rule, but in the first movie, he's pretty adamant on letting people die. In the second movie, he quite literally kills Harvey Dent. You can't convince me otherwise that he doesn't kill Harvey Dent in that movie. All right, he literally ran at him on the edge of a fucking building, and he knew what he was doing. Okay, this is Batman. He could have thrown a batarang at him or whatever, threw a fucking batarang in his eyes. His batarangs are sharp as shit. Stabbed his eyes. Boom. Harvey Dent's a little incapacitated. You would have been able to have the time to do something. He didn't even know you were alive, but he ran at him on the edge of a building. Batman knew how high up he was. Don't tell me that Batman's not a fucking idiot in this movie. He is sometimes, but he knew how high up he was, and he ran at him with the intention to throw him off the building. He murdered Harvey Dent. All right. And even in the third movie, at the end with the nuke, he shoots the thug in the fucking car with live rounds, and the guy goes slump and flips over on the fucking wheel. And the dude's dead, okay? And then Talia dies after that. So that Batman is killed too, all right? And Ben Affleck, don't even get me started. And Michael Keaton, don't even get me started on those two, all right? Ben Affleck at least has some type of redemption, but even the killing in the movie, there's like no acknowledgement of it. Even after he kills Superman, or I'm sorry, after he doesn't kill Superman, he realizes that, oh, this is bad. I almost just killed this man who had a mother, And that's supposed to be the point where he realizes killing's bad. And Snyder acknowledges that too. But literally 5 minutes later, not even, he goes back to blowing people up left and right. And it's like, bro, what the fuck am I watching? I thought he was redeemed. I thought he was better. But no, he's back to his old ways. 5 minutes later, at least killing 8 people, 9 people, manslaughter. This is manslaughter and murder. It's premeditated murder. Batman always has a plan. He's planning this out. So, all these live action Batman have killed. Argument could be made that George Clooney hasn't killed, but dude, are we really counting Batman and Robin in Batman Forever? Like, yeah, there's some good moments, like decent moments, like Alfred fucking dying in Batman and Robin. In Batman Forever, there's some good, Val Kilmer moments. But overall, those movies are cheesy fucking garbage and shouldn't be taken seriously as Batman movies. So I'm not going to be acknowledging the killing or no killing rule. I don't even know if they acknowledge the no killing rule in those movies either, so I don't really care. What my point is that this is like the first live action Batman movie where he's acknowledging the no kill rule. He's trying to not kill, even though he wants to, but Robert Pattinson said that this Batman wants to kill. So, he wants to kill, but he's not, because there is something inside of him that doesn't that isn't going to do that. And there's that complexity there where he probably can find Riddler and murder this man and stop everything right now. But something deep inside of him is not going to let him do that. And that's the interesting part about Batman, is that he will go to that limit. Yeah, he'll break your fucking bones. He'll leave you in a paraplegic state. But at least you're alive. You know, at least you have time to say hi to your children. You know, at least that's something that you could look forward to, instead of like you being dead, your child and your wife being sad or some shit. Even if you're a criminal, like that's what I love about year one too, because in year one he saves these two cops and he says even scum have family, and that's such a little line that holds so much weight. Like it's so just easy to look at that and be like, well, he saved some cops. But overall, the scum has life, or scum, has family line applies to all scum. All people have family. So if you kill them, no matter what, if Bruce kills somebody, he's leaving that family, those people, in the same state that he was in when he was a fucking child. So it doesn't make him any better. Him killing makes him just as bad as the criminals that he's fighting. And you can like a Batman that kills. Don't get me wrong. That's fine. I like all those interpretations. But don't try to tell me that they're more complex than a Batman who doesn't kill, or at least has that dilemma of trying to not kill. Because The Dark Knight, bro, whether you like it or not, is the best movie. It's the best Batman movie we've gotten so far. It details and explores a lot of the Batman concepts that were in the comics in this movie in a realistic way. It's just they fail to keep the no killing rule and have him literally kill Harvey Dent at the end, which is fine. I mean, the whole movie's great. But it seems like after that movie, it seems like they just kind of give up on the no killing rule in The Dark Knight Rises. Like it doesn't seem like there's a lot of acknowledgement, at least from what I remember. There's not a lot of acknowledgement of the no killing rule. And so, it kind of seems like it just dropped off the face of the planet because he starts blasting people at the end of the movie. And there is a no killing rule. There's a no guns thing that he does with Catwoman in like the middle of the thing, but he kills two people with live rounds anyways in a Batwing. So it's like he's kind of hypocritical there in many ways. But that's why I'm hoping that this Batman is not that. He's not hypocritical. He's not going to go back on his word. He's not going to start blasting people and killing people. No matter how crazy the shit that he's doing looks, he's pounding people into the pavement. He's like punching people while they're unconscious. He's flipping cars, literally flipping cars like 100 times. Like it looks like he can kill people, but I'm glad that Matt Reeves is spinning his, disbelief in many ways and making this Batman more comic booky in many ways, where it's like, yeah, like these characters can take a lot of damage. Like if you look at the comics, it's like, damn, how did that guy survive certain things? Like a lot of Batmans just fall from the sky and hit things on the way down and like survive. Doesn't make sense. This man is just a man. So, the comic books are they have very durable characters, and I hope that they in many ways show that in this movie, that a lot of humans are more durable than what a lot of people give them credit for. Like, yeah, the human body's fragile, but if you're getting punched by a man that looks like Robert Pattinson, I'm not saying that about Robert Pattinson's not gonna be strong. He can't kill you with punches, but he's not like Ben Affleck bashing your brain in. I like the route they're going with this Batman, and I really hope that they stick to their guns and they keep going in the direction that they're going. And I think it would be very good if they don't have a Batman and kills with a Robin. If they have Robin, then it would just be like, why are you killing in front of this child, Batman? It just doesn't make sense. But if, Robin comes along and they stick to what they're doing with this Batman, which is, he's very adamant on not killing. He might be very violent, but he's not going to go out there and snap somebody's neck, drive through a car full of thugs and just go back to the Batcave like nothing happened. He's going to at least hurt people and realize, oh shit, I hurt people. That guy could have died. I should be a little bit safer in many ways. And that should be a good role model for Robin, who will come in here and most likely make Bruce a little bit more hopeful and even a little bit less violent. So there's many possibilities for this Batman going forward. Although he's very dark right now, there's not like that doesn't necessarily have to be the case the entire time. And I think that it'll be very interesting to see what they're going to be doing with the future incarnations of this, especially if they bring in like the Joker and if they really push Batman to the limit it's going to be fun to see what they can do. So tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys want to see Batman kill? Or do you guys care? I want to hear your guys' opinions about this. I really, personally, I don't think that he should, but I am open-minded to hear other people's thoughts. I was open-minded about it in the last video. I kind of, there's a lot of people that are just like, he has to kill, he has to. And I'm just like, no, you're kind of misinterpreted there. People try to say like, oh, in the comics he kills, but like, which comic are you talking about? There's thousands. So, I just want to hear your guys' take. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.